One trait of St. Joseph that we can imitate is his love for Mary. St. Joseph loved Mary very practically, providing for her and protecting her, but he also invited her into his home. I think that's one way we can imitate him, inviting Mary into our home as a way of loving her. You can imagine St. Joseph having Mary under his same roof, visibly present constantly. It would have been very beautiful for him, with a heart that really loved her and admired her, just casting a glance toward her in the normal moments of everyday life, in the normal places that he was living. He would have really pondered her virtues, and it would have increased his love for her, just renewed it and refreshed it, and made her virtues really something very desirable, and no doubt having an influence on his own life. I think practically for us, just even having images of Mary around the place. We have plenty here in the convent, in the normal spaces of our life, in our kitchens, in our family rooms, we have a chapel, a little different. It constantly refreshes and brings before us the beauty of her virtues, and she becomes a figure in our life that we admire and we want to imitate. And that's a very concrete way of loving someone. They're becoming like them, loving them so much that we start to take on their attributes. Another very practical way St. Joseph loved Mary was letting her have her place and assume the role that she had been given by the Father. And, she had really concrete responsibilities. She was there nurturing, raising the child Jesus. And I think for us as well, our love for Mary can grow in that way by letting her have an active role in our lives. Every new experience that St. Joseph and Our Lady shared together would have really deepened their relationship. And in a similar way, when we entrust specific real events and real moments of our life and real petitions and intentions to her care, we live them with her, we also deepen our relationship and our love for her. And then just finally, her company. I think St. Joseph loved Mary and just loved the sweetness of her company. He enjoyed her company, as we say in the Hail Mary, now and at the hour of our death. St. Joseph enjoyed Mary, and we don't hear many words of St. Joseph. We don't have any at all in the Gospels. But perhaps just that silent company of Mary was another beautiful way that he loved her. Reminds me of my grandfather, whose wife died quite young, and he decided not to marry again, but Our Lady really became the woman in his home, and he had a statue of her there in the kitchen, and I would often catch him just in the normal times over dinner, over cleanup, and he just cast a glance at Mary, just sort of a knowing, silent awareness and enjoyment of her presence. So maybe with these three different practical ways, having Mary visibly present, entrusting real things to her in our lives, and enjoying her sweet company, we can also have the fruits of what this love for Mary brings to our home, which is the presence of Christ. God has willed that Christ come to us through Mary, and so loving her like St. Joseph, we also experience the love and the presence of Christ. God bless you.